Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be a Dolce Vita look inspired by the Charlotte Tilbury looks that she so famously does. First of all, I'm using the Armani Glow On Moisturiser and then going into the Giorgio Armani Fluid Sheer in shade 13. This is a really yellow gold, but I love it under my foundation and I think it'll be perfect for spring and summer. And I'm just putting that all over my skin. And then on top, I'm using the Luminous Silk foundation in shade 5.25. This is my favourite foundation, I absolutely love it. And I'm just putting a light amount over my face. It's a really nice one for this look because it isn't too heavy, it's not too full coverage, and you get that lovely glow from it. Then using a super full coverage concealer to cover up and contour the bits that I'm wanting to, I'm putting that under my eyes, my nose, my chin, and on my jawline, so just under my cheekbones. And this is the Too Faced concealer. I'm just blending that in with my Real Techniques brush, and it does look like quite a lot, but the beauty blender will soak up a lot of the excess product. I'm just making sure it's all really blended in, and you can see how much that has highlighted my face. So once it's all blended in, it'll look really good. So that's the Real Techniques beauty blender that I'm using, or beauty sponge should I call it. But I really love it and it's such a good price. Then using the Precisely My Brow by Benefit, I'm just going through my brows, and I do always go back to them later on in my makeup. I'm just giving them a quick coat through, just making tiny little hairs with the brush. And then using the Armani Fluid Sheer again, but this time in shade 11, I'm just warming up my skin a little bit with that. And you can just see till it warms up my face and it helps the concealer to sink in. It doesn't look too bright anymore. It just really adds a natural glow to my skin. And then on top of that, I'm using the Dior Backstage Glow Palette, and I'm using the bronzing shade to really warm up and contour my face. So you can see the difference in my cheekbones there. And I'm using the Real Techniques sculpting brush for that, as well as a larger brush to blend it out and my sponge, just so that there's no harsh lines. But you can really see the difference that has made to my face shape. And then just using a small brush, I'm just putting that down the sides of my nose, and it does look really strong at first, but once it's blended in, it blends in perfectly. You can just see it totally changes. And I always put that little bit kind of just above like the top of your nose, and it almost makes that butter nose effect, which I really like. And then using the blush shade from the Dior palette, I've popped that on my cheeks. And now using my Chanel highlighter palette, almost has like a full face worth of products in that palette. I'm using the highlighter shade, and you can see that's giving that really lovely wet look. And on top of that, I'm using the Dior Backstage palette again in the white and golden highlighter shades to really highlight all of my face, my chin, my forehead, my nose and my cheekbones. If you're popping bronzer down the side of your nose, a good highlighter in the middle I think really helps. So that's also going under my eyebrows, and I will also be putting it on the inner corner of my eye too later on in the video. Now using a MAC eyeshadow, this is from my Warm Neutral palette, but any crease shades that you have, more terracotta brown shades would be perfect for this. I'm just going through the crease and taking it up to my eyebrow to blend into my nose contouring. And I'm just taking that under my eyes too. This is a really easy, perfect shade for me to do my makeup. And I keep on blending it out with a clean brush just to make sure that the edges stay blended, it stays really smooth. and there's no messy lines, harsh lines. This really helps. Then I'm taking a warmer brown shade. So the brown shade I'm using is MAC again, and it has a slight glitter in it. This is also from a palette. So any brown eyeshadow that you've got, a nice deep brown, I'm just popping that under my eyes too, and you can see the difference that makes. And just blending the edges out so it looks almost smudged. And then using a really strong gold eyeshadow, I'm popping that all over my lid. And it's better to pat that on than brush it, so then it stops as much fallout underneath the eye. And I'm just blending that in with a little bit more brown eyeshadow right in the corners of my eye. Using a brown eyeliner, I'm tight lining my lashes, and I also put eyeliner on the top of my eyelid and underneath, as well as the inner waterline, and you can see the difference there that has made. I really love a yellowy gold inner corner for this look. I think that it suits it perfectly. Then using my Max Factor mascara, which is one of my favourites, I'm just coating my lashes, making them look really full. Then using the Maybelline Brown Mascara, that's just gone quickly through my brows. And then I want a really easy nude lip for this look. So I'm just lining my lips and then going over the top with the Charlotte Tilbury King K Nude Lipstick and the NYX Gloss, which is just perfect for this, a really bronzed, glossy, golden look. I really hope you enjoyed this really quick video, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye!